Welcome back, wrestling fans, non-wrestling fans, and even my box fans. We are in week 1 of June, and today my guest is
Trevor Shelley.
Trevor Shelley, also the host of Tell It to Trevor, the podcast on Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music, YouTube, and SoundCloud. So after this interview, be sure to check him out as well. Now, Trevor, how did the concept or idea of becoming a wrestler start for you? Who is your inspiration, and how do you continue to motivate yourself, if that's the route you're continuing?
So, how I motivate myself and the wrestler I grew up growing up was Mr. Mick Foley.
Okay.
His character styles got me to be like, ooh, I could do something with that if I was a wrestler.
Yeah.
Like, for instance, I've run myself so many ideas for a character. It's got me to where I am now.
Okay.
But my motivation is all the people where I train at and Marcus Menace and a bunch of others are great people to talk to help me motivate myself to do better.
Yeah.
Out there.
Oh yeah. Having a good friend base in the same career path as you or in what you love is definitely a great motivator. All right. Well, thank you for that. If you could create your own wrestling faction, who would be in it and what would you call it?
Alright. So, faction. Okay, I got this. It would be Marcus Menace and Mr. Aaron Berry. And I would add Mr. Moody. And we would be called Don't Blink, I guess. I don't know.
Called what?
Don't Blink.
Don't Blink. Okay. I like it. So, imagine you could be in my spot, right?
Yep.
And have the chance to interview any wrestler, past, present, dead, or alive. Who would it be?
To interview any person, that would be Mr. Bray Wyatt, a.k.a. The Fiend, a.k.a. Husky Harris, the guy with the million ideas.
Yeah, man, he left us way too soon. Bray Wyatt, alright. Who's the most influential wrestler you've come across, both in and out of the ring? Now, you're still in training, and you're taking your podcast route for a little bit. So, let's just go ahead and talk about outside the ring.
Outside the ring, I would say Academia and The Legend of Solar, I would say.
Okay. And why them?
Why them? Their vibes just give me, like, the belief in myself. Like, her thing is go beyond. And every time, like, I hear promos that they do, it's really good. I love them. It's also, like, helps me think of, like, character ideas for me to do.
Yeah. Okay. In your personal opinion, what's the most innovative match type, and would you see yourself in a match of that type?
Alright, so I would say the Cell. If you don't know what I'm talking about, guys, The Undertaker and Mankind both had that steel cage. I would love...
Yeah, the Hell in a Cell?
Yes.
Alright.
Did not know if I could swear or not.
No, that's an official name.
Okay.
So.
I always love those matches because you don't know what you're going to expect in those.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like I remember my dad and we were watching Shawn Michaels versus Triple H. Not Triple H. Undertaker versus Triple H with Shawn Michaels as the referee.
Okay.
That was the first Mania I ever saw. And that match just stuck in my head like, okay, I can see the story with this. I want to do this.
Yeah.
I don't care if I lose an ear, like mankind. I wouldn't be mad if I lost teeth. If you guys have seen my teeth, I'm not really caring about like if I lose them in a fight.
Fair enough. Who has the best wrestling merchandise?
I'm gonna have to go with Erica Ademia. Her merchandise is always great. I love the pictures that they do on them. They're really cool.
What's the most promising and innovative wrestling training facility or school you've learned at or trained at?
I'm going to have to say Palmetto Wrestling Academy.
Where is that located?
At Irmo, South Carolina.
Irmo, South Carolina. All right. Who has the best wrestling gear?
Like of everywhere or?
Anywhere, yeah. In your opinion.
In my opinion, alright. So if you guys don't know me, I love gear. I was thinking tell you I love. That's how I base my favorites.
Yeah.
I would have to say like Johnny Gargano.
Johnny Gargano. That's a different one. Okay. I've heard a lot of answers on asking that question. So, if you could choose a wrestler or a few wrestlers to have their own reality TV show, who would it be and what would you call the show?
I would say the Garganos.
Okay.
Just because the guy like Austin Theory is a son, Indy Hartwell's a daughter, and Indy's married to Dexter Lumis, so like that whole family would be like chaotic.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like, I could see this as a show.
What would you call it?
The Way.
The Way?
Just because their faction is called The Way.
Alright, keep their team name, I gotcha. What, to you, is the most iconic wrestling theme song of all time?
I would say Bray Wyatt's.
Which one?
That is the Fiend edition.
Okay, let me in. The Fiend.
Because it has like the kids style music at the beginning, lights go out, and then song ends.
Okay.
And you're lost a bit. You don't know who he is.
What's the best wrestling storyline you followed?
Storyline I have followed a lot. The Hardys.
Which one? They've been through a lot.
Yes. Back when they had their WrestleMania match, Jeff versus Matt.
Okay.
Because it showed...
So the brother versus brother feud?
Brother, yes. Well, they took it an extra step that Matt burned down Jeff's house while Jeff's dog was in the house.
Yeah.
So that, to me, is like, okay, we know this is personal, really personal. You just burned down the dude's house.
Yeah.
With his dog inside.
What's the most jaw-dropping wrestling moment you have witnessed live?
Live. Okay. I'm thinking Sting and Darby versus the Young Bucks.
Sting's last match?
Yes.
AEW Revolution?
Yep.
Yeah. It's quite the match, man. What a good one to go live.
His son's coming out, dressed up as over the years, and then actual gear.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. What's the best wrestling video game you've ever played? Because I know you own almost all of them.
Okay.
You love your retros.
Yeah. So the first game I ever played, though, it's the one that always sticks in my head. It's WWE. I don't remember the year, but it's Shut Your Mouth.
Okay.
With Brock Lesnar on the cover.
Okay, Shut Your Mouth.
For the PS2.
For the PS2. Now, do you think you would prefer working as a face or a heel?
That's the question. The million-dollar question I've been asking myself. I have no clue. I want to be a face, but also I hear a lot that I'm gonna, how I act is a heel way, so it makes me think, okay, heel might be the way.
Okay.
But as you know, I'm like the guy that's supposed to give free stuff out. Am I?
Okay.
So I would say the face, but also the heel. So like the mixed person.
Okay. Tweener.
Yes.
If you had the opportunity to book a dream tag team match for yourself, who's your partner? Who's your opponent? In front of what promotion? And where?
Okay, that's easy. I would say me and you.
Oh,
we
jeez.
have talked about dream opponents like a year or two. We have talked about going against, Edge and Adam Cole or somebody with Edge.
Adam Copeland, yeah. Finish his career off, Adam and Christian.
Or him and Jeff Hardy.
Yeah.
Or Carolina guys going all at it. Or us versus FTR.
FTR.
Dax and Cash.
What kind of promotion would you do it at?
I want to say WWE.
Okay. And any specific country or place?
Any country, I would say if they ever did a WrestleMania in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Okay.
Because Charlotte is, how they say it, the home of wrestling.
Very much so for a lot,
so
yeah.
It makes sense. Charlotte's growing. It makes sense. Put it at Bank of America Stadium.
Okay. What moves, in fear of real injury, do you think you'll never take?
Great question. I don't know.
You are still very early in your training, so
yeah.
I know you haven't witnessed or experienced many moves like that.
Yeah. I would say Barry Spear. Aaron Barry Spear.
Aaron Barry Spear. That's a deadly one.
Yes. When I watch him, my whole body shakes just watching him spear them. So,
Aaron's a big man now.
Yes. He tried to hate to promote with something. Not really promote, but we were leaving, and he tried to hit a move on me, and I literally was so nervous, we didn't walk through what it was going to be or anything, but I felt fear in my eyes, because I started leaning back with my legs crossed. So I was not really the best, thing to do to me.
Yeah.
But, that's wrestling.
Yeah. So, I'm going to finish this off by asking a really hard-hitting question, actually.
Hit me up.
Do you have a plan B? Or any plans when the career ends, whether that be due to injury, due to just not liking it, due to a retirement? Do you have a plan B?
I have lots of plans on that. If Mr. Payne, if you're alright with me, I will say every single one of those plans.
Go ahead.
It is, right now I'm currently taking aside from wrestling, and it's going to be it's North Carolina wildlife enforcers.
Okay.
So I deal with all the wildlife and everything. But also thinking about stepping back on the ice for ice hockey, to see where I can land on a team. Or do fishing as a career.
Yeah.
In these leagues.
Because all of those are hobbies you have enjoyed in the past, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Well, perfect. Where can all my listeners find you?
They can find me at Trevor Shelley. So that's TREVOSHELLEY.
Trevor Shelley.
On all platforms.
On all platforms. All right. Well,
TikTok.
even on TikTok, even though TikTok might be banned in a few months, we don't know. But I do appreciate you taking the time to interview with me today. Do you got anything else?
Just wait until I hit a shell shock on somebody. It'll be a great move.
Alrighty.
Only
Well,
a select few know that move.
thanks for being on the show. I hope to have you back one day.